This is the practical application section of the action module. Number one, what is your why or your reason or reasons for pursuing a balanced life? What motivates you to put wellness first? For me, I desperately just want to help this planet and all of the inhabitants on it, whether it be human or non-human. And I can't really do that if I'm sick and miserable. I'm not going to be able to help anything if I can't take care of myself, if I'm out of balance and I feel terrible in my body, in my mind, and my spirit. So I got to keep myself healthy enough to be able to do my part in this effort. And then also, just while I'm doing my part in this effort, I would like to have the most, the best quality of life that I can possibly have, especially given this context. This is a very hard, Earth is a very hard place to be right now. So I want to do the best that I can do to make it as least miserable as possible. And that means being as healthy as possible for me. So living a balanced life is what's going to get me as close to that as I'm able to be. So just as a reminder, pause for a second and ask yourself the same question. What is your why? And this is, all of these questions are important, but this particular question I think is one of the most important ones to identify for helping you stick to the, recovery plan that we're going to help you build later on at the end of this. Because it's hard to change our lifestyle. It's not impossible, but it is difficult, especially in our context. So if you don't have a good identified reason why you're putting in all this effort and you're willing to be different from everybody else and all that stuff, then you're probably not going to stick to it, especially when the going gets tough. So make sure to please pause and ask yourself what that is for you. All right, number two, it is often helpful to create visual reminders of what motivates you, such as writing with a dry erase marker on your mirror or using sticky notes. What are some ways in which you can create visual reminders to help you recenter when you lose motivation? This one's easy for me. I do this all the time. I write on my mirrors a lot. Sometimes I write really strange things and just notes for myself or things to keep in mind, or affirmations or whatever. And anytime someone's about to come to my house, I have to think about what do I have written on my bathroom mirror right now? I do not want anyone to see that. Might have to go clean it off. No, it's usually stuff that's fine. That's not too strange, but sometimes it's weird. But writing on the mirror is, or using sticky notes, whatever you got. Or you can also write on your windows as well of the dry erase marker, just anywhere where you'll see it. Also, you can put it on the background of your phone, just somewhere where it'll be in your visual awareness pretty often. Number three, what are your top 3 wellness practices that you would like to add into your life over the course of the next year? Definitely better sleep. My sleep situation has been bad and I need to fix that. 2, I want to dance more and sing more. I do those things in the privacy of my own home, but I would like to do them more often and maybe out, not singing maybe, but like dancing somewhere, outside, not just inside. Like go to dance classes or something would be fun. And then 3, better social involvement. My social health is not good. So, those 3 things would be the top for me. So for you, pause for a second, ask yourself, what are the top 3 wellness practices you want to add into your life? That question is going to help you start to create your wellness recovery plan later on, your action plan. All right, of these 3 practices, which one is the easiest for you to implement first? How could you make it a priority in your schedule? Because remember, we want to go one thing at a time. We don't want to overwhelm ourselves. So for me, I would like to start with sleep because that needs to happen as soon as possible. And I just need to prioritize my bedtime over other tasks. I need to just be like, hey, this time is my bedtime, and I will be going to bed at that time, no matter what else is going on. And actually stick to that. Next one, how could you reward yourself for creating a new healthy habit? I really like to go on little adventures. I just like to go explore new places and go to museums, depending on what it's about and stuff like that. But I rarely ever like dedicate time to doing anything fun. It's just tasks all the time and work. So what I could do is I could say, hey, if I go a week with consistently going to bed on time, then I could make time on the weekend or something to actually go do something fun or adventurous or something. Go for a hike at least. Um, but yeah, it can be about anything, right? Those are the things that motivate me. But for you, think about what feels rewarding to you. You know, what would be a good treat, good way to treat yourself after putting in the work of improving your wellness. And then what distractions or unhealthy habits are you willing to give up or reduce to be able to prioritize wellness practices? I'd say my biggest issue is texting. I text too much at night. I talking, answering messages and voice notes and all of that, which some of that's okay. Gotta have social, gotta balance it with social health, right? But can't be texting all night. So, gotta, gonna have to set some boundaries around that. All right. And then is there anyone in your support network who can help you stay motivated? Are there any groups you could join in person or online that would help keep you focused on wellness? Um, for me, I guess it would be the friends that I text. It would be the easiest for me to just ask them for help to be like, hey, if I'm texting you after a certain time, maybe be like, girl, what are you doing? Or at least just be aware that I will stop texting you at a certain time and it's nothing against you. I just need to go to bed. Um, what barriers do you face that make adding in wellness practices difficult? Definitely having too many tasks and responsibilities and just trying to balance all of that. And number 9, what resources do you have available to you that could help you navigate these barriers? Well, I have to develop it more, but within me is technically the ability to say no, to set boundaries and to not take on responsibilities and tasks that I don't absolutely have to. I can also ask people for help when it's appropriate, which I'm not very good at. And then 10, how could you respond to social pressure to return to unhealthy habits when you're around others? I can tell them the time that like before I, hang out with them or whatever, I can tell them like the time that I have to leave to go to bed and really be firm about that and not be worrying about uh, their reaction to that and just let them know that like if I don't do that, I'm going to feel like garbage the next day. And if they're someone that cares about me, they would not want me to have to deal with that. So they will support it. And if they don't support your boundaries, that's a red flag, just let you know. Okay, and then next tip. So you want to make sure that your action plan is realistic and sustainable. Periodically evaluate it to make sure it is helping you to move towards your goals and not overwhelming you. You also want to incorporate your new action steps into your existing habits. This can look like making a gratitude list while you're showering or doing a short yoga practice in your office on a break. This will help you implement these behaviors in an easier way that doesn't add more steps to an already busy schedule. You want to have a plan for life emergencies, of course. We will all experience hardship and loss from time to time. When this happens, it's hard to continue engaging in self-care, even though we need self-care even more to support ourselves through difficult experiences. It's helpful to have a list of supportive people you can call, mental health resources you can rely on, and coping skills ready to go for these moments to help you navigate them successfully. And then, as usual, if you have any other notes or anything else you want to jot down, there's a notes section for you.